And I'm not going to worry too much about Foxtrot, because both of them have been here many times. They know what they're doing, despite saying otherwise. Just make sure you have a plan for Steel Sting, Spellforge, and healing, and I think you guys will be okay. Oh, and make sure you bring a sack, just in case you need to get a healer off the ground. Would appreciate that. Okay, pre-prop. Pure Essence, Re-Razor, fresh charges of your lost actions. If you're like me, and you have 1 out of 10 charges on your Lost Fauna Power, that is not going to get you through Queen's Guard. So, 10 out of 10 charges on everything. Don't come in here half-cocked and run out of supplies before the fights are over. Alright, just like last time, well, I say just like last time, but we do have some fresh folks who are newly reinforcing. So make sure after using your pre-pop that you return to the cache and fill your pockets up, your holsters up all the way to full. Right, bring at least the minimum requirements for your roll. And then beyond that, the empty space, if you're new, just fill it with Resistance Re-Razor. If you're not new, then you already know what to do with that space. So the important thing is not to bring empty space with you, okay? If you have a maximum capacity of 99 holster space, then you should be bringing 99 worth of stuff. If you stepped away from the cache at like 97 or 98, please go back to the cache and fill those remaining slots up with something, okay? Resistance Potion is 1 weight. Light Curtain, if you have that, is also 1 weight. So there's no reason to leave here with empty space in your holsters. Alright, once you're done at the cache, stand on the marker corresponding to your team membership. And since we don't... Oh, we do have a Foxtrot. I was going to be like, we don't have a Foxtrot, but we do. So I'll leave that marker there. Alright, buddy check your teammates. Make sure everyone's got a Pure Essence Re-Razor. Keep in mind, by the way, for folks who are not aware, there's like a Manage Sets little area on the lower right-hand corner of the Lost Finds cache. You can use that to save and load like holster templates. So if you haven't done that, and you want to save like what you currently have in your holster, you can come back here to the Lost Finds cache, click on Save Set, and then save your... You can even give it a name. Oh, if you have the dip, oh, you're a healer. Okay, yeah, if you need to dip for RL stuff, Neva, just let us know and we'll make some adjustments. Okay, alright. Okay. Let's check. Let me check here. We have enough tanks. We should, right? Charlie has 1 tank. Bravo, you have 2 tanks? Okay, good. Alright, and we have enough healers. Alright, yeah, we have enough people to execute. Not worried.
Why would you ever want to kill a healer?
What's that?
Why would you ever want to kill a healer?
I didn't? What?
You said you had enough to execute, so...
Oh, no. I meant like execute the plan. Not like execute person. Alright, still waiting for cache to clear. Take your time. If you're still like getting stuff ready, take your time. That's not like a... I'm not trying to tell you guys to hurry up. But we are waiting for the cache to clear. And then once cache is clear, we're going to start ready checking. Alright, go ahead and buddy check your teammates. Everyone should have a Pure Essence Re-Razor. If someone is forgetting something, gently Gently remind them, like I'm about to do here right now. Alright. But yeah, if your teammates are missing stuff, just gently remind them. Alright, buddy check each other. Make sure everyone's got a pure essence re-raiser on. Mouse over reminiscence buffs. Make sure your teammates are carrying sane loadouts. And if someone looks like they're carrying something weird, challenge them on it. And either they will learn something today or you will learn something today. Oh yes, thank you for the, call that out. Make sure our sweepers and shellers are bringing their tools. No food right now, because we're not, there's no need to amplify the 0 DPS we're doing just because we're waiting for prep. Sweep 3. Who's sweep 3? Zatanna Thorn. Sweep 3, Zatanna, do you have your perception? Check and let us know. No, don't worry about it. It's very easy to forget. That's why we check each other, right? Buddy check. I definitely stole that from army peers. All right. In a few moments, we're gonna let's go ahead and ready check. Actually. Okay, that's fine, Ace. Go ahead and ready check. Report when your team is ready. Looking for a ready check from all teams. All right, Alpha ready. Bravo. Echo 7 of 8. Roger that. Delta. Looking for Charlie and Foxtrot and Echo. Foxtrot 2 of 2. Charlie ready. I don't have a check ready for you. I'm sorry. All right, so we're standing by for Echo. Echo ready. All teams are ready. Last call for cash, last call for appraiser. Make sure you click that lost finds holster. If anything looks out of place there, make sure you make the corrections. This is the only time you get to touch this lost find cash here. No runbacks. All right, cash is clear. Appraiser is clear. Jump, jump, jump. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot, go ahead and hop on down to Golem Gulag Gang voice chat, and we'll see you on the other side. Good luck with your encounter. Now talking to Slime Side only. Slime Side only. I don't think we had a substantial change of personnel, so go ahead and return to your previous staging positions. Wherever you were before, go ahead and return there. And let's take a look who we're missing. Nope. No need to explain anything. Guys, even one-shot it last time. I think I was giving some instructions. Okay, so Aisha Marie, I think you know what you need to do differently. Well, differently from the start, but you corrected yourself, so I'm not real concerned there. Yeah, anyone have any questions? I know we one-shot slimes last time, but a lot of people were seeing this for the first time, this particular strat. So if you guys have any questions, please ask. If you want a reminder of what you need to do, please ask. Otherwise, let's go ahead and ready check. Alpha ready. Bravo ready. Stand by for Charlie. So we might be waiting a bit on Golem side this time because Fopta is explaining tank stuff to their new tank over there. So stand by for Charlie, team readiness. 7 of 8 Charlie. Alright. Let us know when you're 8 of 8 over there. Actually, is the 8th person, is it Luna? Because Luna's over on Golem side. Okay, alright, that's what I thought. Okay, so Charlie's ready. Oh, bang. Okay, alright. Is that 8 of 8 Charlie then? Okay, thank you. Alright, tank stance check. Make sure your tank stances are on. So make sure you guys don't get AFK kicked while we're waiting here. I don't know how long we're gonna wait, because, you know, they're 2 tank golems is not like an easy thing to do. It's pretty involved, so I'm gonna give them the time they need to make sure that they cross all their I's and dot all their T's. But yeah, in the meantime, if anyone has any questions on what we're about to do, just make sure you ask. I just realized I have to buy a bunch of those pumpkin head things. In guard for reflex, do you need to hit the spear? Nope, you pop reflect, or not pop. You use reflect. Make sure you get the reflect buff on yourself, and you stand next to the spiritual sphere. Stand in the orange little ground icon thing. Wait until it goes away, and that's the reflect. Like, you've done your reflect. And then you'd move to your other sphere. Yeah. Any other questions? Not just from like Simon and Golem stuff, but like even further on. Yeah, if you do, just make sure you ask, so it's good to go over that while it's still fresh in the head. Oh, actually, no, they don't. They have 4 tanks over there because Foxtrot is 2 tanks. Oh my! They're great. They're very fine over there. Oh, you were AFK? Did I miss that? Oh, okay. I don't see a AFK like a indication here. Just let us know when you step away, just so we don't like start the slime side stuff without you. I did that once. That's why I'm like super paranoid about like making sure we're all here before the countdown. Oh yeah, don't worry. It's okay to like step away. Just let us know, because like I might start the countdown, and like I did that once, and like one of our tanks just like didn't move, and we were all like, "Oh God, we opened the door. What's going on?" Turns out he went to the toilet.
Gaka here.
Yep.
So the first time I did this, I went to Golem's side, and I was sitting there, and I was like, everybody's standing around, and I couldn't hear anything, and I totally did not change chats. Or no, I like everything I was listening to didn't make sense because it was all for slimes.
Oh.
And then I was like, well, they're probably going to explain like this side and then this side, right? I missed the voice channel switch. So then they're like, okay, everybody ready? And I'm like, wait. But I was just a DPS. Yeah, that's just my embarrassing little story about not really being AFK, but like missing and not hearing any of the explanation.
Yeah, you learn a lot. Oh, Golem's ready. Yeah, you learn a lot just doing stuff like this. You know, everyone makes those mistakes. I've made plenty of those myself. Alright, let's do one more ready check. Just make sure that everyone's here. And then report again. Bravo ready, standing by for Alpha and Charlie. Alright. Alpha ready, Charlie ready. Alright, all tanks turn on tank stance, stand by for countdown, 30 on the board. Let's get it. So, same team, same strats, DPS, make sure you pull Sanguine close to the corner. Don't race ahead and beat your tank. Make sure you wait for us to do our trap sweeps and stuff, okay? And tanks, don't forget to do those trap sweeps. Pop sprint, invuln, run the line in your room. And I will also pop the hallway trap. So just give me enough space to do that. 2. Opening door. Sprinting now. Living dead. Hallway cleared. First sanguine clots are coming out. DPS as you go into your rooms. Bring those into the corners.
Southwest room, please heal you, tank.
Say again, that was unclear.
Oh, Southwest room, healing the tank. They did the invuln. They're good.
Okay. As a reminder, tanks do not self-heal. Alright, sanguine clots are out. DPS tag them, pull them to the corners, and kill them. Yeah, Aisha, don't forget, don't kill your viscous clot. Just keep them dead center on the pad, that's all. Sanguine clots are out. DPS tag them, pull them to the corners, and kill them. I was waiting for that to go away. Alright, remember, make sure you're looking at the buff on your viscous clots. DPS tag sanguine clots, pull them out to the corner and kill them. Tanks, make sure you're looking at the buff on your viscous clots. Don't count it out in your head. Look at the buff, make sure it says 4, and then stop pulling off your healer, okay? It's very easy to miscount in your head, so make sure you're looking at the buff. DPS sanguine clots are out. Tag, pull to your corners, kill. Roger, southeast. Alright, red sanguine cluster out. DPS tag, pull to your corners, kill. Alright, northwest holding at 4+1, southeast 4+1, waiting for a call of 4+1 from northeast and southwest. Sanguine clots are out. DPS tag, pull to your corners and kill. Northeast 4+1, southeast, southwest 4+1. All rooms are ready. Merge, merge, merge. Call rupture. Go ahead and pull the final viscous clot. Bait it dead center on your circular pad. Rupture. Pop sprint everyone out the north door all the way to the east end of the bridge. If there's more bridge to your east, you are not east enough. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. Healers, when you get to the corner, rescue whoever's running behind. Heal up your teammates. Tanks pop team mitigation and brace for impact. Oh. Yeah. There we go. We'll TBNU. Alright, before we jump on the pad here, just make sure your teammates are alive and connected to the game. Alright, Alpha's good. Bravo Charlie, you good? Bravo's good. Alright, jump it. Excellent. So yeah, a little bit faster now, because we all know what we're doing. Make sure you loot your 2 chests at the bottom of the stairs. Golem side returning to us. Thank you, Fopta, again for leading Golem side. Anyone you want to shout out for your stuff over there? Excellent contribution.
Everyone did as they told, as they were told to.
Alright, so thank you, Fopta, for leading Golem side, and thank you everyone on Golem side for clearing your encounter. And thank you everyone on Slime side for clearing your encounter as well. Tank stance check, only Arsoon should have tank stance on, all other tank stance off. Remember, small movements inside the boss's hitbox is the key to victory here. Follow callouts, use your last actions, try to time it with your 2-minute burst window. If you don't know how to do that, use your last actions on cooldown. Better to use them suboptimally than not at all. Go ahead and run raid checks for your teammates. Shout out to Fopida, A+ Golem leader. Yes. Thank you for leading Golem side, sir. Alright, Alpha ready. Bravo ready. Delta, Echo, stand by for Charlie and Foxtrot. Foxtrot ready. Stand by for Charlie. Charlie 7 and 8. Holding. Meanwhile, tank stance check. Make sure all tank stances are off. Only Arsoon Kuriyami should have tank stance on at this point in time. Alright, Charlie, let us know when you're at 8 of 8. Charlie is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Take a bite of your smoked chicken. Moquecas. Pop toast salad. I'm trying to remember what else. Garlic pizza. Other stuff, whatever. Tank stance check. Only Arsun Kuriyami should have it on. All other tanks stance off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Pineapple orange jelly. What is that? Spell speed food? Yeah, that'll work. Carrasco. What is that? Oh, nice. Skill speed food. Okay. Make sure you're using your last actions with your 2-minute burst window here. That is the key to victory. Okay, it helps out a lot if you do that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. First thing that happens is a raid wide. Get ready to mitigate for your teammates. Make sure you're using your potions, all that stuff. Raid wide going out. Alright, fourfold mercy coming up. I'll call out the safe spots. Small movements from the midpoint of the boss's hitbox towards the marker, okay? Key to victory, here we go. It is 2. 1, front, back, boss relative. 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3. Front, back, boss relative. Here we go. 2. 1. 4. 3. Look away from orb, get away from flower. Look away from orb, get away from flower. Alright. Alright. Check your mics, make sure it's off. No call outs, please. Get inside the boss's hitbox, inside the boss's hitbox. Alright. Tank stack up front. Tank stack up front. This is a stack buster. Alright, clear front. Only I should be, or only Arsun should be up front. No one else up front, please. Oh, Geo, you need to get to the back. Yeah. Otherwise, that would have killed our main tank. Okay, stay stacked up. Wait for the overhead thing to go away. Then you're gonna break and get in front of a barricade. Wait. Break chains now. Get in front of a wall. Do not get knocked into the death area. Okay, back to the middle, and hold burst. We are going to disengage momentarily, hold burst. We're going to be running around a little bit, and then when we come back, we'll burst again. Left side, let's go on alpha. We're going to do a small movement from alpha, in front of the wall at 3, in front of the wall at 3, in front of the wall at 3. Alright, line on 3. Burst now. Last actions, everything. Raid wide going out, mitigate for your teammates. Alright, that's a line. This is a stack laser. Don't take a lonely laser to the face by being by yourself. Alright. Stack up right next to the boss here. Stack it up right next to the boss so we can try to bait this triple laser in as tight a stack as we can manage. Alright, triple laser coming out. Alright, be on stone. Do not be on sand, be on stone. Are we? No, we're not gonna push. I don't think so. Okay, triple earth breath and sand. Triple earth breath and sand. So rotate the earth breath around the middle away from your teammates. Be on sand, triple earth breath. Go away. If it looks like it might be you, start moving. Yeah, don't shoot each other with that, by the way. Alright, there you go. Stone, triple earth breath, go away. Be on stone, triple earth breath, go away. Triple laser coming out, walk out of the way. Okay, just have it face the inner cardinal direction and plant your feet. Alright, get inner cardinal of the, get inner cardinal of the boss. It might be rotated weirdly. I think I gave the wrong instruction there. Okay. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to the middle here. We're gonna hold burst one more time, and we'll burst again when we come back from this run around. One more set of dodge dashing here. You're going to the right side of 2, right side of Delta, right side of Delta. Okay, when we come back, it's going to be 4, 1, right, right, left, left, boss relative. 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. All right, burst now. 4, 1, 3, 2. Look away from orb, get away from flower. Look away from orb, get away from flower. Alright, stack for chains after flower, stack for chains after flower, stack, 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 stack. Break, break. Break your chains. If you started far, you need to go farther. And after breaking, return to the boss for mitigation and healing raid while going out. And clear away from Arsoon. They're going to take a buster. Clear away from Arsoon. They're going to take a single target buster. Or rather, a cleave buster that only needs to be handled by a single target. That's what I meant to say. Okay, it's going to jump back to the middle. Coming up next is a sand or stone sandwich with a 4-fold filling. Alright, just have this face north or whatever. Assume, yeah. Alright, that's good enough. It's fine. It's canted. Okay, front, back, boss relative. I'm not relying on the markers for this. Front, back, boss relative. Be on stone first. So it's going to be stone, front, back, then sand. So here we go, front. One more front. Back. And finish on sand. Okay, one more random sand or stone coming up. Be on sand again. Look away from orb, get away from flower. There's an orb, look away from the orb. Get away from the flower. Dodge the second grid first before dodge the laser, okay? There it is. Alright, get inside the boss hitbox. Raid while going out. Okay, so we are approaching the end of the fight, but we got a lot of dead people. At 4%, we're going to stop DPS. Yes, we will hold. Inside the boss hitbox. This is a hot wing coming up. 7%. Continue doing damage. Use your lost actions. 6. 5. Stop damage now. Pull off. Alright, there's the untargetable avatar. We're gonna hide behind the wall at 1. Then it's gonna be 1 blank space. Delta 2. 1 blank space, Delta 2 after hiding. Alright, 1. Blank space. Delta. Stop damage. 2. Stack for chain, stack. I'm gonna sack for... Break your chains, and then healer LB3 from the middle. I'm gonna get cataract up. Raid white going out. Alright, cataract, go ahead and healer LB3. Alright, bring it... Okay, never mind. We're good. It's gonna be Sander Stone with a knockback into wall here. Be on stone, then get knocked back into a wall. Assume this is going to fire. Never mind. We're good, okay. Alright, we're good. There are traps up ahead. Do not run ahead. Make sure we check for our dead teammates. Okay, I think we're good. Make sure you loot this chest. There were also 2 chests at the stairs leading to this area. If you didn't loot those chests, don't forget to loot that. No one should be going ahead. Everyone, even if you know what's going on, just chill out back here, please. We don't want new folks auto-braining onto that dual pad. Alright, everyone, mindfully, manually make your way to Dahu. Hang a right here, do not go straight. Don't auto-run, don't auto-brain. Mindfully control your characters around these traps. We don't want you to auto-run into a trap or anything like that. Okay, we are waiting for the duel to start again. So just chill out in front of the door at Dahu and await further instructions. We're waiting for some RP text to show up here. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys know what to do, so we'll leave you at it. We are waiting for some RP text. Oh, Re-Razor Knuckle. Thank you. Alright, so just chill out here. If you died and came back, or not came back, like if you died and you don't have a Re-Razor buff on you, just make sure you get it on. Alright, so RP text, duel has started. Numbers overhead, go to a marker that matches the number of dots over your head. Flares to 3 and 4 from tanks, okay, if you get marked with flare. Alright, go ahead. I'm just gonna clear this because go ahead and engage. Hold your lost actions. Do not use your lost actions here. Just do everything else. Alright, dodge all that stuff underneath your feet. Use eyeballs, dodge accordingly. It is going to dash up north. There it is. It's going up north. It's going to come back south. After it comes back south is a 90-degree fire breath. Get out of the way. Oh, I was like right in front of that. Whoops. Or not. Okay, let's bring it back to the middle. Oh yeah, if you have to. Yeah, this is just trash. Alright. Get out from underneath Dahu. Check heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Alright, good job. Shockwave coming out. Other side, fires right away. Alright, get knocked back to a safe spot that your numbered teammates open for you. If you know the secret jutsu, feel free to do it. This time for sure. Nope, just kidding. Alright. Having a real issue doing that. 5 breaths, don't get shot by this. 5 turns. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, ads are coming out. AE them down as they are stacked in the middle. Alright, treat this like a long tank buster, high healing on main tank. Kill these ads, kill these ads. Alright, good job. Repeating pattern, puddles, shockwave, numbers in that order. Puddles and lions going out now. Shockwave coming up next, shockwave coming up next. Other side fires right away. And numbers, check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Get in position now. Do not greet extra GCDs. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. If it looks like it might be you, start moving. Tanks, check where 3 and 4 is. If you get flares, you go to 3 and 4. Everyone else to 1 and 2. Alright. Alright, 5 breaths, 5 breaths. Focus on the fight at hand, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 autos on main threat, then shockwave. 2, shockwave going out. Other side fires right away. Okay, single or double dash coming up. There it is. There might be a second dash. And there might not. Alright, 1 dash again. Alright, excellent. Okay, let's get our dead teammates up. And we got a new duelist. Luna Des. Congratulations on clearing the duel. But the field trip's not over until you're back with the rest of the raid, okay? So don't forget there's a trap on the way out. Make sure you don't pop yourself on that. Alright. Alright, the next jump pad is one way. So if you forgot to loot something, then you're not going to be able to come back to it. So you should have looted 4 boxes by now. 2 before Trinity Seeker, 1 at Trinity Seeker, and 1 just now. Yeah, good job. Alright, we are making our way. When you see Luna Des, just make sure you high five them. There you are, high five. Yeah. All right. Let's get a reconfirmation of all of our volunteer stuff. It should be roughly the same folks. 2 dispellers, Alpha through Foxtrot reflectors. Which one were you? This one, right? I think. Midori was chain 2. And who is chain? Oh, our chain 1 is departed. Boom. We'll tag you with this. Oh, no. Here we go. Let's have you do this. Alright. Okay, Alpha Foxtrot, Charlie Bravo, Delta. Okay, yeah, just, yeah. Reminder of chain? Oh, yeah, okay. You're the first North Aurasphere tank at the end of the fight, sorry. I marked you and I promptly forgot to explain that, yeah. So, well, it's not a reminder if you don't know, right? So, that's on me. That's on me to remember to explain, not for you to know. Okay. But yeah, at end of the fight, you're going to be the first North Aurasphere tank. So, you're going to provoke it, spam your threat tool, that is your Tomahawk. And then when you get the orange marker, just involve that. Alright. Oh, I think, let me, just in case this was happening during our Enrage last time, I feel like I saw some DPS waiting for the second Aurasphere to show up. Don't do that. Like, you need to hit the bosses. So if that describes what you were doing, then make sure to do damage to the bosses while there is no Aurasphere up, okay? There will be 2 sets of Auraspheres. DPS does need to split up, north and south, to kill those, but while you're not actively hitting anything, don't wait around for the next Aurasphere to show up, because the bosses do need to get hit. Otherwise, we're going to hit Enrage again. Okay? So just be mindful of that. Reflectors. If we had dead reflectors going into Reflect last time, make sure you let us know that you're dead and cannot reflect, okay? Yell it out. Whatever position you're reflecting for, just say echo reflect down, or whatever you're in charge of, and then let us know, okay? And then we can try to compensate if that's the issue. Without that information, we won't know to cover for you, okay? What else? The spells were good. Didn't see any issue with that. Yeah, I think we just need another pull, and we'll be seeing other stuff. All right. Ace, how long are you gonna be? Oh, Corpse is back. Okay. Yeah, I see them in voice chat. 7 minutes. I'm about to start ready checking now. I'm not re-explaining stuff because we've all been here already. Can you keep it on the table and then wait? It's the enrage on this fight is 10 minutes, and hopefully we don't even take that long. You think you can wait that long? Alright, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and run ready checks. Steel Sting Spellforge, ready to go. Just like last time. Or get it ready to go, please, rather. Alright, Alpha ready. Echo Charlie, standing by for Bravo Delta and Foxtrot. Bravo ready. Standing by for Delta. If you absolutely have to go, like parents yelling at you or whatever, then of course go by that. You'll talk to his mom? Alright. Standing by for Delta. Delta is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Take a bite of your in-game food. All tanks, go ahead and turn tank stands on. We're going to fight for threat because we do have a living, breathing duelist with us. Alright, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Let's go ahead and Steel Sting Spellforge up our teammates. If you're going to do it mid-combat, let your teammates know so they're not looking at you expectantly and wondering why you're not doing the thing. I feel like the people who are like, "Oh, we'll talk to your mom," it's like they're probably children. It's okay. One, let's go into it. Use your lost actions right away. I am not going to get threat this time because I had to lose my Font of Power. Alright, Ray White going out. Mitigate for your teammates. Oh, I have round 1. Alright, tank stance is off. Tank stance is off. Only Hex 1, Hex 2 on. All other tanks off. Props is going to bring the warrior to Bravo. Arson's going to bring the knight to the middle. Alright, we are going to be in Purple Spellforge. Give everyone Purple Spellforge. Main tanks, Hex 1, Hex 2 have priority. Otherwise, they are not holding threats. Give everyone Purple Spellforge. If you have a yellow Steel Sting debuff on, you are doing 0 damage. First bomb mechanic is... Oh, Knight's a little bit high, by the way. They need to die at the same time. First bomb mechanic is Sword Omen. You're going to find your safe bomb out on the edge of the arena. Bombs are tethered. If you are tethered, you are going to Big Bomb. There's a Big Bomb right underneath the warrior. Tethers to Big. This is not a knockback. This is not a knockback mechanic. Be on the edge next to the arena. Tethers to Big. Tethered folks, you're going to land first. When you land, run to a bomb that just exploded. Wait for the second explosion to hit. Clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Alright, warrior is boosted. Please dispel now. Alright, Ray White going out. Alright, warrior's a little high. Let's get that caught up. Yeah, make sure you guys toggle between the targets as necessary, okay? I might not be saying it all the time because I have to give other directions. Alright, if you're tethered at this time, you will be going a Swirly Wind Puddle. If not, Sparkly Lightning. Tethers to wind now. Knight is casting Shield Omen. Find a safe spot and stay close. We're going to stay close this time. A little bit towards the warrior. A little bit towards the warrior. Make sure you're using your lost actions. Yeah, that was Shield Omen, so you wanted to stay close to the thing. Raid Wog. There we go. Thank you. Dispel had to happen. Good job. Alright, warrior's a little behind. Let's get the warrior caught up. Soft Buster on tanks. Repeated mechanics. Knight's falling behind. Alright, click off your Purple Spellforge buff. Give everyone Yellow Steel Sting. Yellow Steel Sting. Yellow Steel Sting. Again, tanks have priority, otherwise they are not holding threat. Yellow Steel Sting on everyone, even though we're at the end of this phase. Still need to do some damage. Give everyone Yellow Steel Sting, please. If you have a Purple Spellforge buff, click it off. I forgot what this was. Nope, we're done. Okay, cool. Soldier to Delta. Gunner to the middle. There we go. Okay. Steel Sting Spellforge no longer required, by the way. You can click that buff off. And you can lose the action. I would suggest. Oh, okay, anyway. Small balls between the frogs. While the frogs one jump, they will create a safe spot between them. Doing really good on DPS here. Knock on wood. Alright, 1 is the safe spot. 1 is safe. 1 is safe. Aim your opening. Get in position. Aim your opening towards the gunner in the middle first. Gunner in the middle first. Gunner in the middle first. Turret on the side. Turret on the side. Clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Again, if any of our reflectors are dead, please let us know so we can cover for you, okay? Alright, Ray White going out. Once again, we are going to focus on the west turret first. Okay, west turret first. Let's try to save an invuln here so we can have it in the pocket if necessary for later. Alright, turrets are coming out. Alright, west turret first. West turret first. Blow it up. Make sure that dies before that sniper shot gets off. Good job. East turret now. Make sure you invuln that. Okay, raid wire coming out. Mitigate for your teammates. Okay, coming up next is hot or cold, just like CLL. If it's hot, it's a pyretic. If it's cold, you keep moving, okay? Stand by for the call. Hot, target yourselves, hands off keyboards, put your controllers down. Just take a little breather. Alright, get back into it. So you plenty of time. Reflectors, if you are using the Lost Reflect skill, go ahead and slot it in over your Steel Sting Spellforge. You don't need Steel Sting or Spellforge anymore. Any reflects down. I'm assuming everyone's alive, so we're gonna go forward with that understanding. Bravo and Charlie, untethered soldiers, are gonna jump 2 times there, safe spot. So they're both south, 2 at 3, 1 more jump. Split, north and south. North and south. Aim your opening once you're in position towards the gunner in the middle first. It's like the worst one. Turret on the side, turret on the side, turret on the side. Alright, critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Raid Y going out. Soldiers a little behind. Alright, chain 1 target to ignore 1. Turn your tank stances on. Get ready. Alright, DPS split up north-south. Reflectors get into position. Alright, kill these aura spheres, then go ham on the bosses, okay? Aura spheres first. Reflectors, do your thing. Be careful, non-reflectors, of your positioning. Alright. Non-reflectors, watch out. Alright, make sure you hit that from the correct side. Don't get parried, don't get reflected. Don't auto-attack on the wrong side. What was that? Delta reflect needs coverage. Delta reflect needs coverage. Disengage for a second. Don't get parried, don't get reflected. Number 2 tanks. Oh, that's me. Number 2 tanks. Turn tank stances on. DPS split up north-south. Reflectors, get back into it. Delta needs coverage. Hopefully someone got it. Alright, kill the aura spheres north-south, then continue damage on bosses. Alright, Delta's got coverage. Thank you. Living Dead. The best invuln in the game. Alright, healer LB3 now. Get your dead teammates up. Disengage for a second. Don't get parried. Don't get reflected. Healer LB3 if you got it. Alright, and finish it up. Okay, let's get our dead teammates up. Let's get our dead folks up. There's no traps or anything up ahead, so if you want to transit, you can. Make sure you loot your 2 chests. Your second chest. You know that second chest with the hand token? That is courtesy of your duelist. So make sure you take that hand token and you clap. for Luna Des. Thank you, Luna, for getting everyone their hand token today. SAC is for emergency res mid combat. At least for me. I mean, like that. I'm not trying to speak for like all hosts, but like at least for me, I would rather you save the lost SAC for combat. You want to use it like if you have if all of your healers are dead, like happened for me in Trinity Seeker. You would slot in that lost sacrifice, get your healers up so they can heal our LB3. That's what that's for. All right, yeah, get the pizza. Hopefully it's not 10 minutes less tasty than it was 10 minutes ago. Yeah, Phantom's just trash, so you don't really need to be here for Phantom. All right. So, you see people hugging the walls. Where's Arsoon? All right, on 1. Okay. So hug the walls, and you can go to 1 or 4. Just understand that our tank is on 1, so it looks like we're going to 1 today. So what we're going to do here, we're gambling on uptime. So that said, well, first we're not going to pull right away because it looks like there's some folks at the. We might be waiting on some folks to come back. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's run a raid check. Other than Ace Nevada, who is AFK and said so, and is sitting this one out actually. Other than Ace, just let us know when all teams are ready. So I just want to make sure, 'cause sometimes we lose people here to like bios and stuff. I'll take a bio break after this, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. Alpha ready. Charlie Bravo Echo Delta. Foxtrot. Oh yeah, if they're AFK, then they're not gonna see that message. But hopefully they know. They've been here enough times. They should be aware of it. Foxtrot 2 of 2. Roger that. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Regarding lost actions, use what you have left in the tank. Don't slot in anything new. I don't think we have anyone here with banish, so no big deal actually. I don't even know why I mentioned that. So we're gonna pull over to 1. I want to see all of our healer ground effects, salted earths, ley lines, other things, all here on the 1 side. I want extra pain if we're wrong. All right, here we go. All right, first thing that happens is a raid wide. Mitigate for your teammates. All right. Oh, I better turn my tank sense off. I'm sorry. All right, we are looking for Circle Donut. Get out of that purple. That is going to be depth. Oh! Arsoon called it. Good job. All right, we are walking with the donut. Don't fall behind. Don't get ahead. All right, here we go. Don't walk into the death wall at the end of the lane here. Okay, one more flash on Bravo. Wait, and go into Bravo now. Okay, return to Alpha. Okay, we are waiting for 3 flashes on Bravo in like many seconds, and then we'll go into Bravo. One, 2, 3. Switch lanes. We're waiting for 3 flashes on Alpha, then we're gonna go back into Alpha. 1, 2, 3. Switch lanes. Alright. Coming up next is ads. Treat this. No, I was about to auto brain Dahu there. Kill the bloody wraiths, heal up the misty wraiths, kill the red ghosts, heal the white ghosts. You guys blew that out. That died instantly. I just saw that. That was surprising. Okay. People are smashing these phantoms today. This is crazy. They're dying so fast. Again, Alpha Misty Wraith needs attention. It is at 0 healing. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Gotta heal that Misty Wraith. Alright, interrupt me. There you go. Good job. Alright, who is our sweep 2 coming up next? Quick Things. Okay, so after this, Quick Things is going to reveal traps. I think we're going to see one mechanic here. But there are traps up ahead after this, so don't just book it. Alright, we are going to Bravo. Respect this. Let's go to Bravo. So the way this is going to work, it's going to be a knockback from Bravo up to 2. We're going to walk with the donut. When we get back to this end of the lane, we're going to hang a left, walk around the oncoming, what do you call it, Exo Flare, and then get behind the Phantom. Okay, kind of all in one motion. So just, never mind, we're done. Okay. There are traps up ahead. Yeah, we got the fun finish there. We got to push. All right, Quick Things are gonna scan for traps up ahead. Please do not get ahead of trap sweep. Mindfully, manually make your way down to TA. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. Don't take blind corners, especially after the stairwell, and don't vector towards the trap. Don't just assume that you're gonna lag at the worst possible moment. Alright, there's one in the connecting hallway. There it is. Alright, tanks, please don't just sprint inv on this, because we need some of these traps. Alright, be very careful with this one in the hallway. We might need it. Don't pop that. Again, don't vector towards the trap, okay? Just assume that you're gonna like lag or frame skip at the worst possible moment. Okay, we're gonna take a bio break here. 5 minutes. Thank you for revealing all traps, Quick Thinks. And once you guys are safely in front of TA, take 5. Alright, I don't see anyone coming down the line. Alright, so we'll go check, and we'll reconvene at 5 past the hour. Beer time. Yo, we still got raid. Hopefully you can function. just don't overdo it and be dead after every mechanic. That'll be not good. All right, any questions so far? For those of you who are here, you has a question? What's your question? Yes, we do. You'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out why we need the traps. It's not like a big secret. It's just it is actually required for progression, but there's a mechanic that requires some of these traps back here. Well, technically speaking, one of these traps. So we'll bring you guys into the fold if we get past TA. Yeah, the traps help open. Well, the traps, they don't just help. They are the key to opening the way forward. So we'll show you how that works after TA. What should I get for lunch? It's gonna be a very late lunch. If you gotta go to bed, then go to bed. It's like we can shift things around and get a healer into your party. That's not an issue. Well, I mean, like your RL stuff takes priority, so like if it's going to impact your RL stuff, I would rather you just attend to that. And like that goes for everyone. So we're just playing video games here, and like RL, you know, RL is RL. You need to attend to that. So if you got to go to bed for that, then go for it. But just let us know ASAP if whatever decision you're gonna make, so we can make the adjustment sooner rather than later. Okay, yeah, Neva, you're gonna take off? Alright. We're gonna shift some stuff around here then. So yeah, Neva, thanks for showing up. Let's see here. You need a healer in that team. Let's have Cataract. Why don't you depart? Since we have 2 healers in this party, we'll have Cataract join. What party was that with who had Neva? Delta. Okay. Cataract, go ahead and depart Alpha and join Delta. They'll pick you up. Or actually, they might be super AFK. Okay, yeah. Just you don't not leave the instance. Don't leave the instance. That's not what I'm saying. Just leave the party. Like right click your own name and like leave party, and then they'll pick you up in Delta. Yeah. All right. So Cataract is jumping in the back here. Just whoever's the party lead in Delta, go ahead and pick up Cataract. And then one of our short stack folks. I'll pick Luxor. Where's Luxor? Where's Luxor? Oh, you're back here. There you are. Alright, Luxor, we'll bring you into Alpha so we can get healer LB3 Crutch. Oh wait, Luxor, if you're... Oh, let me type this out. He might be AFK. Izumi, are you okay with that? Or do you actually need to be brought in? Okay. Luxor! Alright, 5 minutes wiggle check. Don't get AFK kicked. Let's start doing our raid checks. I'm still trying to get Luxor into Alpha. Okay, cool. Thank you. Invite. Hey. Alright. I've got Aether Shield, so whatever your planning was as a short stack, you can just continue doing that. So the necessity for like pseudo heals from Queen's Guard forward is like more just to provide backup healing. Alpha, I am tracking that we formerly had 2 healers, but now we only have 1. So this is just how it is going forward. Okay. Can't plan for every contingency, so just got to make do with what we got. Yes, Ida, thank you. You're going to replace your banner, so you will be doing Font of Magic and actually no, you're not doing Stone Skin anymore. Because we have a second tank here, so you can keep that in the pocket, because that would be like extra mitigation that we probably don't need, because we got 2 tanks, and I'll be doing Aether Shield. Luxor is still going to be doing the like Heart of whatever that Gunbreaker does. Okay, yeah, don't worry about that, Luxor. But I am okay. So, Izumi, can you focus target Ophi, please? Just and if they happen to go down, like before we do healer LB3 stuff, I'm just gonna designate you as the designated sacker. If that makes sense, or do you not have Lost Sacrifice? If you don't, then don't worry about it. You got one? Okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We got that sorted out. Okay, let's get our check. So we want to make sure that our new folks are back. For this one, if there's like, if you have like cleared teammates that are not responding to the ready check, then don't worry about that for this particular ready check. All right, Alpha's here, Delta's here. I'm only checking for the here, like the presence of our new folks. Yes, go ahead. One question. The arrows. Okay, what about them? Alpha, Delta, Charlie, Bravo. Stand by for Echo and Izumi. Echo 8 of 8. How do you tell the path? So there's the rule is it takes every turn, right? So you know what? Hold on. We have an excellent picture made by June Bob, or excuse me, Van Ling Clancy. Let me pull this picture up. That answers that exact question. Copy image. Okay. So for those of you wondering how arrows move, I'm gonna put a picture in raid text chat. So there's no like preview line like in DRN, right? So if you've been here and you were like, "Where's the line?" Like that's not gonna show up here. The rule is that it takes every turn, and it will never go backwards. Okay. So when it hits an intersection, it'll take that intersection. It'll never go back like away from you. So with the understanding of that logic, you can manually trace a path like on your own to figure out where your arrow is going to land. There is enough time to do that. Okay. The water fill puzzle. I don't know what that is, but yeah. If hopefully that diagram in raid text chat answers your question. Whoever's like Ophi and whoever else is wondering how the arrows move. Yeah, there's no tell here in Savage, so that's it. So it is slightly different, and it's also a little bit faster too. All right, so I'm just gonna go over a few things here. I'm not gonna do a full fight breakdown because that would take too long and people die here all the time anyway. As you're progging, no shame in that whatsoever. But knowing that's going to happen, I just kind of give just a few general words of advice, and then like the rest of it, you guys just pick it up firsthand. Okay. So that said, let's talk about Elemental Brand. So in normal mode, the normal mode version of this fight has Elemental Brand, or not, excuse me, let me take that back. The normal mode of this fight, you have an overhead temperature gauge that you need to balance after every like temperature mechanic, right? If you can recall that. Here in Savage, the same thing happens for the first half of this fight. You need to manipulate your overhead temperature to be at 0 temperature by the end of the mechanic. For the second half of this fight, the second 3 weapon sequences, you'll be dealing with Elemental Brand. So TA will cast Elemental Brand. After that cast goes out, you look at your debuffs, okay? And then whatever that debuff that you get, you're going to get a debuff with a random temperature, -2 cold brand or +1 hot brand, something like that, okay? There's no overhead indicator for that debuff. You need to look at your debuff area to figure out what you got, okay? So make sure you read that, and whatever that is, you want to finish with your overhead temperature opposite your Elemental Brand. You want them to cancel out, all right? So here we're going to do a pop quiz on our new people. So I'm going to pick someone new. Suno, let's have you do this one. If you get a Elemental Brand of -1 cold brand over your head, you need to finish with what? Yep, exactly, you got it. So that's how Elemental Brand works. If you have a -1 cold brand, you finish with 1 hot over your head. All right, so we know at least Suno is going to live through that. All right, but yeah, Elemental Brand, make sure you pay attention to your debuff, and whatever that is, finish with your overhead opposite that. Let's talk about Quick March. Quick March is always 2 squares. The first 2 times you see it, just start on the 3 marker and point the Quick March towards the thing that will not kill you. The final time you see Quick March, you're going to be in the second bow phase. You use that Quick March to march 2 squares into the arrow where your target arrow is going to land. And that's Quick March. Healers, do not healer LB3 outside of a specific window between temperature mechanics. And also, if any tanks are going to lost sacrifice a healer, please don't sacrifice them when temperatures are out, okay? Because very likely you will res them into a situation where they can't solve, and then they'll die because they don't have a temperature gauge over your head. Technically, it really is only going into one set of mechanics that will like guarantee death, but for the most part, you don't want to combat res outside of or you don't want to combat res while temperatures are out, because they're most likely going to die if that happens. But with regards to healer LB3, I'll call for healer LB3 between the 5th and 6th mechanics, halfway through the Glory of Bozja at the very right before the final mechanic. So expect me to call that out, and that's when we're going to healer LB3, get people off the ground. And then if you miss that window, then you miss it. Don't res your teammates into a situation that they can't live through. All right, Aether Shielding tanks, go ahead and slot in Aether Shield now. I strongly advise everyone to re-up your lost action charges at this point. If you're following minimum holsters, that they're assuming that we're going to reslot here. So go ahead and get full charges on your actions. What else? Pseudo tanks, except for not Ida, because we have 2 tanks now in this party. But if you're pseudo tanking, now is the time to slot in Lost Stone Skin 2. Pseudo healers, recharge your Lost Cure 4. It is a bad time to realize you're out of Lost Cure 4 when after your team gets hit by a raid wire and you're pushing Lost Cure 4 and like nothing's coming out. That's a bad time to be like, oh, I need Lost Cure 4. Just re up to 25 now and don't even worry about it mid combat. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start doing ready checks. While ready checks are going out, I want to see a few more things. TA is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. If this is your first time here, listen to callouts and do what you think you need to do. If you die here, not the end of the world. Just relax, don't get flustered, and learn from your death. We are only playing video games. This is not that serious, okay? If you're suffering from like first timer anxiety or some kind of raid anxiety, you don't want to get yelled at because you made a stupid error, like, don't worry about that, okay? This Discord server is specifically set up not to allow that kind of thing to happen, alright? We know that everyone learns at their own pace. Some people, even after doing DRS for like a year, will still eat it on Trinity Seeker or have some kind of issue on TA. Like, that's okay, right? That's okay. We're just playing video games here. The important thing is that you guys stay calm, because if you're all stressed out, especially newcomers, you're not gonna like learn a whole lot because you're stressed out. Okay, it's hard to learn in that state, so no one's gonna yell at you. Just if you die, just pay attention to the fight. Don't mentally check out. Click Trinity Avowed and just pay attention to what she's doing. And maybe next time you come here, you'll do a little bit better. Okay. If we wipe, then we wipe. No big deal. I will not do an encore run because we've been at this for a long time. So hopefully we can keep going here. But if not, if it's a TA in Rage Day, then it is what it is, right? No big deal. All right, I see shells going out. If you still need shell, get behind the purple line. If you have shell, get in front of the purple line, so it is easier to target whoever needs it. I think we have one person who needs shell. Gakahaka, who else? Gavalo needs shell. Geo needs shell. Who's our sheller? It is Arsoon. Okay, yeah. We got 3 people behind the purple line who need shell. If you would be so kind. Oh, do you not have it anymore? Yeah, there's 3 people behind the line who need it.
Critical.
Okay, if you don't have it, then we can't do anything about that. We'll just press our mitigations extra hard and hope for the best. No, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Well, we'll just roll forward with that. Let's check. Alpha Foxtrot, Echo, Delta, Bravo, Charlie. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Tank stance check. Only Arsoon should have it on. All other tank stance is off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right. TA is hard, not impossible. Don't psych yourself out of the win. Just chill out, relax, do what you can. Do as much damage as you can up front. Okay, make sure you're using your potions, lost actions, all that stuff. And hopefully we can get out the other side and finally answer that question: why are we preserving traps in that room that we just passed through? Hopefully we can answer that. First thing that happens here is a stack buster, tank stack up front, up north. Alright, stack with Arsoon. Make sure you're using your potions, lost actions. Alright, stack buster, stack and share. And after this goes out, return to your teammates so they're in range of your mitigation stuff. Alright, here we go. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. There is a bleed component to this. Alright, 3 random. Okay, down front, everyone down front, in front of the boss, in front of the boss. Get in front of the boss, it is facing north. Next is going to be behind or out. Caster's Fizz range can pre-position for both. Oh, without. Okay, go away. Don't greed this so hard that you take a stack of twice come ruin. Okay, next is going to be behind. She's going to adjust a little bit to 3. Get behind the boss after she moves. There she goes. Get behind the boss. Get behind the boss. Behind the boss. Alright, tank stack up front. Don't pop your mitigation just yet. Take a look at your quick march debuff that is going out right now. Alright, stack and share this buster. Stack buster going out. Make sure you mitt. Alright. Point your quick march away from the column of fire. We are going to Bravo or Delta. Where are we going? We're going to Bravo in 3, 2, 1. Bravo. Alright, we have a lot of firewalkers. If any of them bounce, if you bounce, walk out. Don't sprint. Do not sprint. Don't click anything. Just walk out. Rescue whoever is out there if possible. Okay, take note of your overhead temperature. Arrows are coming out. Find your arrow, trace it out, walk yourself into the square where it will land. It takes every turn, don't forget. Okay, arrows are shooting in 1 second now. Alright, stack on boss. Okay, flip it around if you will, please. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. We're going to sword pattern. So get in front of the boss. It is face towards 3. Get in front of the boss. It is face towards 3. Okay, she's gonna move on her own. Alright, temperatures are out. No more rezzing. I saw someone combat rezzing. No more rezzing, please. Take note of your overhead temperature. Neutralize this by the end of 2 sets of slashes. So you want to find this safe spot and then move north, south, east, or west of that safe spot. Safe spot is 2. So north, south, east, or west of 2. You want to step into the sword slash of your clone. Diagonal to 2. Not correct. Alright, there it is. Second safe spot is 1. If you still need to get hit, your answer is north, south, east, or west only of 1. Diagonal to 1. Not correct. Stack on boss. Make sure you're using your lost actions. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Alright, healer, without. Go away from the boss. Everyone go away from the boss. Cure 4 casters, make sure you're helping out with the healing. Okay. Post it a little bit extra. Help out your healers. It does help quite a lot. Okay, take note of your overhead. You're getting quick march. You want to start on 3. Start on 3. You point that quick march towards the boulder you need to get hit by to neutralize your overhead temperature. Alright? Alright, healers, please heal us up before we walk off. Find your boulder, point your quick march, respect this. We are marching in 3, 2, 1. March.
Crap.
Keep calm square, please. Okay. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2. Heavy Mitt. Okay, we're now going to be seeing Elemental Brand. So she's going to adjust to 3, get behind the boss after she moves. There she goes. Get behind the boss, she's facing north, get behind the boss. Take note of which way she's facing. Okay. Unseen Eye coming out from Charlie. See that corner? Avoid Unseen Eye. It looks like inner cardinals are safe. Alright, pop your sprint. Wait for this gleaming arrow to shoot. We're gonna go to Delta now. Delta now. Delta now. Okay. Calmly take a look at your overhead temperature. That's part 1. Take a look at your elemental brand debuff. That's part 2. Think about what you need to be hit by to be opposite your elemental brand. Okay? There's your quick march. That's 2 squares worth of quick march. Arrows are coming out. Find your arrow. Trace it out. Get 2 squares away from where you need to go. Arrows are resolving in 2, 1, quick march. Okay, hold position. Alright, stack on boss, tanks against the wall. Izumi, can you... Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2 Heavy Mitt. Actually, no. This is only the 4th mechanic. Stack Buster. Alright, flip it around, face it towards 3. Face it towards 3. There you go. Alright, get in front of the boss, take note of which way it's facing, get in front of the boss, Alright. Not right now, hold healer LB3, do not get your teammates up right now, because we're going into temperature mechanics. Hold it. Alright, take note of your overhead temperature, that's part 1. Elemental brand coming out. Think about what you need to be hit by to be opposite your elemental brand. You might need to be hit 2 different times. There we go. I'm going to call out safe spot. Your job is to get north, south, east, or west of the safe spot to change your overhead temperature as necessary. First safe spot is 2. North, south, east, or west of 2. Diagonal to 2 is not correct. Ah, yeah. Your second safe spot is 4. North, south, east, or west of 4. Diagonal to 4 is not correct. Okay, I'm gonna mark Ophi with a target to, or with an 8. Can we get a tank sack on 8 in the corner down there? Alright, Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2, Healer LB3 now. Appreciate you, Azumi. Thank you for doing that. Alright, without, go away from the boss. Without. Go away from the boss. Alright, stack on 3. We're still in the game, okay? Use your lost actions, potions, all whatever you have on you. Take note of your overhead temperature. No more combat rises, please. Take note of your overhead temperature. Use your lost actions. Take note of your elemental brand debuff. Think about what you need to be hit by. Stack it up on 3. This time there is no quick march. You walk yourself while avoiding Unseen Eye coming from Charlie. So there's Unseen Eye, there's the boulders. Walk yourself to the borders. Inner corners are safe. White tiles, inner corners are safe. Stack on boss. Alright, stack on boss now. Stack tight. Don't be out of range of mitts. Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2. Heavy Mitt. And pump it out. We got 15 seconds to enrage. Let's see if we can bridge this gap. 4%. Pump it out. Use your lost actions. Everything you got. 3%. All right. Let's see if we can. We got it. I think we can get it. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear. Nice. Good job. See? Not even close. All right. Get everyone off the ground. Do not go ahead, please. Do not go ahead. That was no jokes aside. That was a hard fought victory there. So good job, everyone. A lot of people were seeing this here for the first time. So good on you. Let's get our healers off the ground. Let's prioritize healers because they have the Lost Arises. And then let's get as many people off the ground as we can get, okay? In this situation, I just want to warn you guys that, like, we might be asking people to depart the instance if we cannot pick you up off the ground, okay? If we run out of Lost Arises, I'm not going to ask for tanks to sack because we want to save that for combat. Just to get a healer off the ground prior to healer LB3, like Izumi just did this last fight. So, yeah, if we run out of Lost Rises, then that's it for our whoever's dead. Okay, we're not at that point yet. I'm just letting you know ahead of time so you're not like wondering why I'm telling you to leave the instance. Okay, so just stick around. We're gonna try to get as many of you off the ground as we can. You tried GDP, but it failed. Whoops. How many more GDPs do we have? I think I'm under the impression we have 3. Is that correct? You have one still? Raw Oats? Okay. Anyone else? You're a DPS, right, Raw? Let me target you. Okay, I'm just making sure. Reindeer? Okay. Alright, we're still working on it. I still see Lost Arises going out, so there is still hope. Alright. Is that everyone? Okay, we are still not going ahead. Still not going ahead. Make sure you loot your chest here at Alpha, but we are not going ahead. Not going ahead. All of our new folks and whoever else wants to participate, we are going back south to the room with the traps, and we are now going to answer the question, what are these traps for? Which definitely was asked earlier. Alright. So this pink trap right here against the wall, we'll hug up right next to this, okay? Don't actually jump on it, just get real close. Get real close. Anyone else on the way? I see some people like going back and forth. You guys good? Alright. I'm assuming everyone who wants to be here is here. Okay, gather up real close on this trap. On the count of 3, we're going to jump on it, and then we're going to have a foot race. We're gonna have a foot race. After jumping on this trap, we'll see who jumps across the jump pad and then squeezes through the bars on the far side of the arena first, okay? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Alright, let's see who's gonna win. Let's see who's gonna win. Sometimes I want to say odds are it's going to be a dancer or a Picto or a white mage or a ninja. It's usually one of those guys because they have the it's not like a gap close. They have a movement tool that they don't need a target. Sometimes a black mage wins though. All right, there can only be one victor. There can only be one. So let's see who it is. I can't actually see who it is. Who's the winner?
Quick thanks, all thoughts.
There you go. Quick thanks. Okay, there are traps downstairs. Quick thanks, all thoughts with the win. Congratulations, you win 5 billion points, and none of them matter. All right, let's go downstairs. There are traps down here. Sweep 3 is going to be Zatanna Thorn. So Zatanna, go ahead and equip Lost Perception and start revealing traps. Proceed very carefully. Watch out, Gaka. There might be a trap right there. Alright, so we're waiting for Zatanna to start sweeping with the traps. Ace, watch out, bro! Don't run out there, watch out. Yep, see? There, that's what I'm talking about. There's another trap right in front of the next door. There are 2 traps in that room and 1 on the bridge. Alright, Everyone just chill out, okay? There's one more on the bridge. Yeah, don't rush the trap sweeper because it takes a second for the trap to show up. Okay, all traps have been revealed. Thank you, Zatanna Thorn, for revealing all traps. I saw Ace running out. I'm like, yo, what is he doing? All right, let's do some organization here. Bravo is for 3 reflectors, Delta for at least 2 dispellers. So at least 3. You know what? 3 reflectors, 2 dispellers. Let's just go with that. 3 reflectors, 2 dispellers. There's still like reflect and dispel stuff after this, so going by the plan, just 3 reflectors, 2 dispellers here. And then I'm like, what do I do here? Markers. We're gonna have our tanks hug the wall, and there should be 1 or 2 tanks. I think we have 8 tanks, right? 8 tanks. So we're gonna have 2 tanks per marker. Yeah. So hug the wall. Tanks, hug the wall, and make your way to a numbered marker on the outside, please. How you do that? And if there are 2 tanks that are new, that are next to each other, please bring that to my attention. Actually, hold on. Let's have you do this. And then Izumi just back up if Midori keels over. Okay, this is what I wanted to avoid. Alright, Izumi, actually, can you go to 1? Aisha Marie is going to go to 4. Yeah, why don't you come over to 4? And then Luxor, why don't you take 2? There we go. Yeah, that should give us. We had 2 tanks like on the 1 marker. Okay. And then we'll have you do that, and then Izumi just take over for Dai if necessary. And then we'll have Aisha Marie do that, and then Fapuda just take over as necessary. Okay, I guess I'm up on 3 here with Arsun. And I have a potion kit, so I will not die to my own invuln this time while sweeping. Okay, so this is for our tanks are arranged as such for the ad phase. I'll go into that, what you guys do in a few moments. Let's take a look at our reflects and dispel situation. So what do they say? 3 reflects, 2 dispels. I would like you guys in the middle to commit to one or the other, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and I want to really avoid double hatting, because if one of you guys dies, then we're out 2 things. I knew you can do both, but I want you guys to focus on one. All right, Ophi, can you reflect? All right, cool. Okay, so reflects and dispels. All right. Those of you who are on the OC run, just leave that trauma behind, okay? that minnow wipe happened only once, so just don't worry about that. All right, so reflectors and dispellers at 70%. Stygomoloch Lord hits. We'll go into ad phase, and we'll jump to the middle, become untargetable. Okay. Your job is to go to this inner ring that I'm marking with the Bravo and Delta markers, and you're going to reflect. If you're a reflector, you're going to reflect ball of fire. If you're a dispeller, you're going to dispel and give a dot to the ball of earth. Okay. They appear in random locations inside of the inner ring, but they're always right across from each other. So like the ball of fire might show up right there. Ball of earth might show up right there. They're always directly opposite of each other inside of the inner ring, okay? So it's important when Stygomoloch Lord jumps to the middle, you guys go to that inner ring and you start looking for a ball of fire, ball of earth. As whatever your assignment is, you go look for it and you handle it, okay? There's only going to be one of each up. Well, they show up one at a time, If you don't resolve them, then they accumulate, of course, but they should only spawn one at a time. So that said, there's 3 of you. Don't assume that your teammates, like whatever you're in charge of, are going to handle it in your stead, because like they might be assuming that you're going to do it, or they might be dead, or it's like some situation. So just assume that you have to go do the mechanic, right? If there's 3 of you standing next to the ball of fire to reflect it, that's okay, all right? As long as it's reflected, it doesn't really matter how many people are there. Same thing with dispellers. The first of the 3 of you who dispel the ball of earth, you dispel the stone skin and you give it a dot. That'll be the mechanic, right? But the point is that you don't want to assume your teammates are going to do the thing because like you're too far away from it or whatever. Don't do that. Okay, just assume that you personally have to do the mechanic. Right? Reflectors, dispellers, have any questions? Oh, my mic died again? Okay. 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 Alright, I'm good, guys. Thank you for the yell spam. Alright. Yeah, reflectors, dispellers, do you guys have any questions? If so, please ask. Or if you need me to repeat something because I did break up or whatever, then let me know and I'll go over what you need to do again. Alright. Let's talk about tank stuff. And I need to remind myself I'm going in 3. Okay, so tank stuff. A wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kicked. Do balls of earth? No, they don't. They don't. So for ball of earth, they're not going to pulse or anything, but you do want to dispel and hit it with a dot, because after a few seconds they will they'll do like a twice come ruin pulse. So yeah, they pulse, but like if you're doing what you need to do, you don't need to worry about that pulse. Okay, so let's talk about tank stuff because this is a tank heavy fight, the tank carry fight. So the dreaded ad phase when Stygomoloch Lord hits 70%, there are going to be 4 ads. They're going to show up in the middle. Stygomoloch Lord itself is going to jump to the middle, become untargetable, really just out of play during the ad phase, so don't worry about that. There's going to be 4 ads that show up inside of the inner ring at roughly these marker positions that I'm putting. They might not be exact, but just, whatever. Numbered tanks are going to turn their tank stances on. The ad is going to show up on that marker in front of you. You make sure you stand out here on the outer ring. You provoke the ad, then follow up with spamming your threat tool. That's your unmanned shield lob, lightning shot, tomahawk. It'll start walking towards you at slow speed. You do not want to let it catch up to you, okay? It's going to keep walking. So what you're going to do is you're going to spam your unmanned shield lob, lightning shot, tomahawk, and you're going to take your pet for a walk clockwise around the outer ring. Clockwise around the outer ring. So if you're facing in, that is off to the left, okay? Off to the left. Clockwise around the outer ring. So pull your ad as far out to the outer ring as you can, and then once it's about to once it feels like dangerously close and you're getting nervous, start moving off to the left, okay? As you start moving off to the left, unmarked tanks are going to move with the marked tanks, okay? Both of you will move together as a unit, 2/3 of the way to the next marker, so like from 1 to 2, 4 to 3, something like that. The floor will turn yellow underneath you, okay? There's going to be some... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
right.
Sorry. I thought I was pressing my mute button, but I was already muted.
Okay, to continue, 2/3 of the way to the next marker, the floor will turn yellow. That you do not want to stand out there when that commits, okay? So the next numbered marker is going to be a marker for the safe spot. So wherever you are, just get to the next numbered marker. That will be the safe spot. Wait for the yellow to get bright and then go away. When the yellow goes away, you pop sprint, or not you. Our unmarked tanks are going to pop sprint invuln and run the next quarter lap. The marked tanks don't do that, okay? You just keep spamming your threat tool on your ad. It's going to keep walking towards you. Give your unmarked tank partner a little bit of like head start, because they're popping a trap for you, so you don't want to like tailgate them, right? So let them get in front of you a little bit, and then marked tanks, you continue walking around the outer ring while spamming your threat tool, unmanned shield, lob, lightning shot, tomahawk. Unmarked tanks are going to pop a trap, and then once you're done with that, return to your marked tank partner and work on staying second threat and even taking over if necessary. If you see your marked tank partners about to take a stack of doom because like they didn't run ahead they didn't run ahead far enough to do their like push pull mechanic or whatever, yeah, feel free to take over. Right, both of you just work together to make sure that the ad keeps walking around the outer ring. Yeah, that's all I got. Any questions on that? Yeah, wiggle check, don't get AFK kicked. Okay, so to continue, thank you, Fapa. I was about to look for that. Okay, so for everyone else, all of you guys here who is not responsible for something specific, your job, when Stygomoloch Lord hits 70%, you go to a numbered marker. Doesn't matter what numbered marker. Okay, I'll explain this as if you went to 1. So pretend you went to 1, alright? You're gonna see an ad in front of you. Stack on the 1 marker, do not run up to that ad, okay? You're gonna see tanks attempt to take control of it. They're gonna start making it, walk counterclockwise. If you are capable of a ranged attack solution, feel free to engage from the numbered marker on the outside, okay? If you are a melee, please do not run up to it. If you're a samurai, you empty, ninja, throw daggers. If you are a monk, you cannot throw your hands. You put your hands in your pockets and you chill out on the 1 marker, okay? That's just how it is. The reason I'm asking you guys to do that is because, as I mentioned earlier, there's going to be a trap that shows up here. If you're out here, I see it happen all the time to people who don't follow instructions. They're out here, they're punching the ad in the face, be like, yeah, I'm going to kill this ad. And then the yellow flork shows up, it goes away, and then they die to the explosive trap that happens to spawn right under them, okay? And not just that, but like the people around them also get killed. Do not do that. Do not do that, okay? Chill out on the numbered marker. Wait for the first push-pull mechanic, and then you can leave, okay? I know it feels hard. You wanna go up there and kill the ads, but just please do this, okay? Push-pull debuffs are in the picture in raid text chat. So if you don't know what those look like, take a look at raid text chat. There's a diagram with the icons, what they look like, and where to stand to resolve them, okay? You're not actually going to see the ground turn yellow and green. That's just a visual aid for the picture. But if you're following instructions, you're already on a numbered marker. Oh, wiggle check, by the way. Don't get AFK kicked. My thing just fired. So yeah, if you're following instructions, you're already on the numbered marker. Once you get the first of those 2 debuffs, you move to the appropriate side of your notch, let the debuff fire, and then you're free to leave, okay? So debuffs, you're gonna get a debuff with lines or a debuff with the pink cloud due getting knocked back, okay? If you get the debuff with lines, that is the pull in effect. So you want to start from the back lip and then get dragged across, okay? This is how far the pull in effect is going to happen. If you get the debuff with the pink cloud, you do the opposite. You start from the inside and you get pushed out, okay? This is an individual mechanic. If you see a bunch of people go to one side and you're like, cool, I'll go there too. That's not how that works, okay? You need to pay attention to your debuffs, because if you're on the wrong side, you're just going to get pushed into the death wall, okay? Don't do that. Look at your debuffs, get to the appropriate side, get pulled or pushed across, and then feel free to move, okay? The first time that happens, you need to resolve it in like 5 seconds, okay? It's very quick, right? It's easy to be like, oh, Knackle, there's only 2 debuffs. How hard could this possibly be? It took me 5 different deaths on this, like when I was first progging this, to really understand how this worked, okay? Not just to understand, like I understand how it works, but it's hard to be like, oh, I got the debuff for lines, what do I do? A, don't panic. B, if you get the debuff with lines, you can think of it like this. Stygomoloch Lord in the middle is eating spaghetti. Slurp, you're getting sucked in. Okay? If you get the debuff with the pink cloud, Dewey getting knocked back, After dinner, Stygomoloch Lord is blowing out cigar smoke. Blow. Okay? You're getting blown out. Alright? Lines is suck in. Pink cloud, you're getting blown out. It's always relative to the Stygomoloch Lord in the middle. There's... I haven't heard of that strat, quick things. Alright. But yeah, to continue, that first one happens in like 3 seconds. It happens right away. So there's a lot of stuff going on around you. You need to pay attention to when that debuff comes out, okay? And then make sure you resolve it. And after that, you can go out, okay? But up until that point, make sure you guys are following instructions so you don't blow yourselves up, so you don't blow tanks up who are coming down the line, all right? Because that will be a problem. Okay, any questions so far? All right, let's give it a shot. Let's go ahead and run ready checks, please. Report when ready. The most important thing for this is just to stay calm, okay? Stay calm. When shit starts looking real bad, okay? The worst thing to do is panic, all right? Stay calm and do what you can. All right, Alpha ready, Charlie, Echo Foxtrot, Delta, and Bravo are ready. All teams are ready. Tank stance check only are soon. Kuriyami should have tank stance on. All other tank stances off, please. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right, when ad phase starts, that'll be at 70%. Please do not blow it up with your 2-minute cooldowns here. Save your juice, save your special sauce for the ad phase, because this is the ad phase that's dangerous, okay? We want to finish the ad phase quickly. We can't do that if we blew it up here at the Stygomoloch Lord and had nothing in the tank for the ads, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Okay. Arsoon's gonna take a buster. Alright, everyone get ready to go inside the boss hitbox. In the hitbox now. Find your arm's length surecast. Arm's length surecast now, please. Arm's length surecast now. Dodge this triple whack that's about to go out. Easier to dodge if you're up close. Alright, 78, 77, 76, 75. We're gonna see a 1,000 ton swing here in a few seconds. Alright, get away from that. That is a 20-yard to 0-yard deal. Alright, healers in the inner ring. Numbered tanks 1, 2, and 4. Turn your tank stances on. Ads are showing up. Pull them to the outside. Pull them to the outside. And then start taking your dog for a walk. We are going clockwise around the outer ring. Alright, there's a yellow. Get to the safe spot. Unmarked tanks. Pop sprint. Invuln. Run the quarter. Oh god, what am I doing? Okay, that's what I was going to handle. Yeah, I was telling you, that's why you stay on your marker, okay? Push, pull, debuff. Lines is pull in. Pink cloud, push out. Go ahead and resolve it. Alright, keep going. Devastating Bolt, get back into a knot, get back into a knot. You guys can move from that number 1 spot, by the way. No need to stay there the entire time. Puddles are coming out. Please do not block off the walkway for your oncoming tank. Alright, this is looking good. I think. I can't see anything going on. That's crazy. Alright, debuffs are coming back out. They're not going to resolve right away, but lightning's coming out soon. Devastating Bolt. And get into a notch. Get into a notch. Alright, good job. We're still at it. We're still at it. Alright, debuffs are going to resolve soon. Respect this. Respect the words. Debuffs are resolving now. Alright, we still have one more ad to deal with. Continue reflecting and dispelling. So far so good. Oh, I saw an auto attack there. Okay, get into a notch, get into a notch. Alright, respect the balls, they are still up. Don't gap close into a ball of fire and get one shot. That is not the thing to do. Alright, Ray White going out, good job, thank you. Alright, tank stance check, only Arsoon should have it on, all other tank stances off. Alright, good job. Alright, bring all those puddles out to the outside. Don't drop those in the middle. Alright. 1,000 ton swing coming out next. There it is. Go away. Untelegraphed 20-yard circle. Go away. Alright, get back in there. We're gonna see 6 puddles. Just drop all the puddles as you see them out on the outside. If it looks like it might be you, start moving. And make sure you drop and move, okay? They leave a puddle. You don't want to stand in it. Drop and move, drop and move. Okay, stack it up in the middle. We're gonna bait there. Okay, get away from that marker. You know what that means. Okay. Triple whack. Avoid triple whack. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. Okay, Arsoon's gonna aim a buster up north. Let's pull it to 4, Arsoon. Let's pull it to 4. To 4, 4, 4, yeah. Okay. Everyone on the 4 marker. Against the wall. Against the wall. Alright, good enough. Dodge this triple whack. Alright, let's keep it here on the 4. Fail? Okay. We got one more in the pocket. I think Rao's gonna make an attempt. Oh! Shit, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's kill it. Good job. We got some people up. Okay, we still have some dead folks down here. So there is a range on it. So, you know, just for future reference. I think we got some folks up with that roll. But yeah, our dead folks were a little too distributed to get everyone, so hopefully we got some people up with that. But yeah, that was a good roll. Good roll by Raw Oats. I saw the attempt. Alright, let's get our dead folks up. Again, if we cannot get everyone up and we run out of reses, then we'll be asking people to depart the instance. But we're not at that point yet. Don't leave the instance yet. Wait for us to be absolutely 5 billion trillion % sure that we have no lost arises to use here. Alright, I am tracking. We have one more death here. Okay, is there anyone else dead? I think all of our deaths are resolved. Getting everyone to the end here. Nice. Alright, make sure you loot your chest here. There's no dead people in this mass of people here waiting. Alright, let's go. Popping the cork on the Queen cutscene. I'm just saying, man, it's like the runs that I enjoy here in DRS are like these, where it's like it's not like 100% will get to the end, and it's, you know, like high drama nail biters. Like this is what doing DRS. This is the fun DRS for me. You know, no knock against like reclears or whatever, but like this is where I find my enjoyment. And then when it finally gets across the finish line, best feeling in the world. All right. Oh, so we have a superhero today, right? Fopta, you wanna solo be a superhero? All right.
I got it.
All right. So that said, Arsoon and myself. Let's do that. So we'll be back up. We'll be back up. You probably don't need it, but we still want to have a plan just in case shit hits the fan. We have a backup plan in case you can't actually do it. All right. So what we're doing, what we're talking about here, Fopta is going to tank and attempt to handle all 3 cleansing / tank busters with Fauna skill. So that'll reset the cooldown on what do you call it? Hollow ground. So he should be able to handle all 3 cleansing slashes. We'll see how that pans out. Theoretically possible. I've seen it done a couple times, so not incredibly hard. Just a matter of being alive to do them. Alright, so reflectors on Bravo, dispellers on Delta. I want at least 2 dispellers, but more is always is always great. This one you can do both if you want. So if you want to do both, just stand between the Bravo and Delta markers. As many reflectors as we can get. As many reflectors as we can get on Bravo, not just healers. But if you got 2 light curtains in the pocket, you're now also a reflector. As many reflectors as we can get. All right, cool. So the way this is going to work, yep, as many as we can get. So what this is, right? There are 2 points in this fight where the queen will spawn some lightning orbs. There's going to be 5 big lightning orbs, but only one of them really needs to be killed, okay? As many reflectors as we can get, because the orb is a big beefy orb. It's not like a little small dinky thing like you saw at Queen's Guard or in the previous fight, right? It's not like a ball of fire. The orb itself is as high off the ground as the letter C in that marker out on the field. And the orb itself is as big as the letter C, okay? So if it shows up, like if you're fighting Queen and suddenly you see this, you are not in the right position, okay? If you're not reflecting, you need to go away from that orb, right? As the blast radius is pretty big. It's like if this is where the orb is, then this you can assume that that's going to get clipped, okay? You can stand here and not get hit, but if you stand right here, you will get hit, okay? If you can't tell the difference in those 2 positions that I just put down, then just go away from the orb, okay? And also don't run away from the orb that's over your head only to run into another orb. Sometimes that happens, okay? So just kind of be careful about your dodging there. But those of us here on the Bravo marker, we are all going to pick an orb. Don't count on me to call it. Don't wait for me to call it out because it's a very fast thing. Just if you see an orb, go pop reflect and go stand under it, okay? If it's like a split decision and like you're under your own orb and like everyone else went somewhere else, don't just wait there and wait for your orb to be reflected. Go walk over to where everyone else is and continue reflecting, okay? I often see that, where like a new person will try to reflect their own orb and they think they're going to get it in time and then they die to the raid wide because they're not underneath the shell, okay? You need to be under a shell to survive that phase. So if you're out by yourself and you're not under a reflect shell, or if you haven't succeeded in reflecting, then you're just gonna die, okay? So make sure you're reflecting, you're standing with everyone else, okay? If you're by yourself, go walk over to where everyone else is. Okay, and then Dispellers, there's gonna be 4 buffs at the same time. The Queen's gonna have 4 buffs. Just spam Dispel until all 4 buffs are gone, okay? Don't just Dispel once and then count on your teammates to be like, you have the rest, okay? Don't do that. Keep Dispelling because your co-Dispellers might be dead. Alright, and then we're gonna see that whole thing happen 2 times in this fight. Alright, what else? Super chest. Let's talk about super chest. So, if you know how to do your own super chest, great. Just ignore callouts and do what you need to do. Do what you need to do to survive super chest. If you are following callouts, all right. Super chest works as follows. You're gonna get 2 movement edicts, and there's gonna be a safe spot that lights up on the board. Your goal is to walk out your 2 movement edicts, and then finish in the final safe tile. If you know how to do that on your own, great. If not, here's how I'm doing callouts. So the safe spot itself will show up either on the tile behind the Queen right now, dead north, or the tile right here, dead south. Okay, there's only 2 possible options. Wherever that tile shows up, you start running away, south to north, north to south. As you're running away, you look at your debuffs. Okay, there are gonna be 2 numbers. You add those 2 numbers up, you're gonna come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, 2 plus 4 is 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, and 3 plus 4 is 7, 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, add those 2 debuffs up, you're gonna come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. As you're running away and you're looking at your debuffs, I'm doing the same. I'm also looking at the configuration of the pawns on the outside. And maybe I'll make a call, it sounds something like this. 6 is in the corner, 7's on delta, 5's on 2. Okay, I'll say 6 is in the corner, 7's on delta, 5's on 2, something like that, okay? When I say to a corner, I'm talking about the back right corner in that situation, so 6 is in the back right corner, 7's on delta, 5's on 2, or alpha or Charlie, or something like that, okay? Depending on the, again, on the configuration of the pawns. So you get onto that tile, and you wait for your first movement debuff to show up over your head. And maybe the first movement debuff is, like maybe you're a 5, right? So you go to the 2 square, or here, let's mark it with Bravo. So say you're a 5, and I tell you 5's on Bravo. So you go to that Bravo square, and let's say the first of your 2 debuffs is a 3. So you need to move 3 tiles for that to happen. So I want you guys to walk to the right, facing the safe spot when that first number shows up. Okay, so if the safe spot is back here on that tile, dead north, you want to walk right first. Okay, so let's say your first number is 3. You go 1, 2. Do not walk into the death wall. This is a death wall. That's not the thing to do. Okay. Once you run out of tiles, you start walking down the wall towards the safe spot. So this is going to be the 3rd tile that you settle in. You stop there. Don't go all the way to the safe spot because you need to wait for the next movement edict to show up. Wait for the stun to happen, and then you're gonna get your next number. So in that situation, you'd get a 2. So you'd go 1, and then 2, and you'd finish in that safe spot. All right. So movement roughly is you walk towards the right until you get to the column that I call out. If you're at that column, you start walking down the safe spot, or you start walking down the column towards the safe spot until you run out of numbers. When you run out of numbers, you stop, and then when you get your second number, you go to the safe spot. Okay. To explain one more thing, I'm gonna do one more example. If the safe spot shows, wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kick. Thank you for the reminder. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, if the safe spot, for the second example, if it's down here, we start running up north. As you're running up north, you're looking at your debuffs. I'm doing the same thing, and maybe this time I'm gonna say, wall is unsafe, back is unsafe. 5's on 2, 6 is to the left of 2, 7's to the left of 6's. Considering the safe spot is here down south, and we're up north, to the left, facing the safe spot, is off in this direction. Okay, so don't be surprised by that. If you hear me say left and you're walking off over here, that is not correct. Okay, so to the left, facing the safe spot, or to what? Yeah, to the left, facing a safe spot. Yeah. Okay. Everything else for Relentless 2, there's gonna be a point where I say stack on me. And when I mean stack on me, I mean like your character's feet should be on top of my feet. Alright? Your feet should be on top of my feet. That's how close you should be. I'm gonna do a movement. You guys would follow with me, alright? And just follow me for that, and hopefully I do Relentless 2 correctly. Okay, I don't think I need to talk about anything. You know what? Let me actually be sure. Pull up my script here. Super chest, Relentless 2, murder chest. Don't worry about that. If I miscall it, then that's my fault. Okay, Aether shielding tanks. You should have 8 out of 15 charges on your Aether shield. That is enough. You should have 1 more Aether shield in your pocket. That second Aether shield is for soft enrage. Okay, when we approach that final enrage sequence, there's gonna be a series of raid wides, and then it will crescendo into like enrage. But halfway through that series of raid wides, there's going to be a sneaky Empyrean Iniquity that the queen is going to cast. That second Aether shield is to prepare you to Aether shield that Empyrean Iniquity. Okay, so going into the series of raid wides, I'm going to call for Aether shield, and then I'm going to call for tanks to replace your Aether shield with your second Aether shield. What you're doing is you're resetting the cooldown timer, because normally it's 60 seconds. But when you replace a lost action, it just gets reset, right? You would reset your cooldown timer by overslotting Aether Shield, and then for the final Empyrean Iniquity, you'd Aether Shield again, along with like Heavy Mitt and all that stuff, okay? Raid Wide of concern for this fight, Empyrean Iniquity, God Save the Queen. On every instance of those abilities, I will call for Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt, and just Just do those things and your team will live through that, right? Cure forecasters help out with healing. It does help. Zero heals. Hopefully you have enough cure 4s for this. I think you should. And then, yeah, that's all I got. Go ahead and run ready checks, report when ready. While ready checks are going out, I want to shout out all the people who helped make this run happen. These 1.5 runs, by the way, because I know we, don't forget we did eat at Queensguard earlier. But yeah, thank you to Bang Energy, Phalix Offset, for providing Lost Rend armor. Thank you to Luna Death. Thank you for getting across the finish line at Duel, giving everyone their hand tokens, doing Sweep 1, and providing your duelist DPS all throughout the remainder of this instance. Sweeps 2 and 3, Quick Things All Thoughts, Zatanna Thorn, thank you for bringing Lost Perception and revealing traps before and after TA. Our 2 shellers today were Arsun Kuriyami before TA, Raw Oats before Queen. Thank you too for bringing Lost Shell and giving it to everyone before TA and this fight. And thank you Fapta Shikyo for leading Golem side today and being deputy raid lead. And finally, last but not least, thank you for being here, and thank you and thank all of you back here for taking time out of your Sunday and doing this 1.5 runs with us here at Lego Steppers with me, Knuckle Free, as your host. Hopefully I made excellent use of your time. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. And yeah, that's all I got. Let's see here. Alpha ready, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Echo ready, all. Wait, is that all teams? Yeah, all teams are ready. Great. Yeah. Alright, go ahead and pop food. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food for the final time in this instance. All tanks, please deactivate your tank stance. Fapta Shikyo will be taking point. And actually, I'm going to remove these markers just because we know to what we need to do. Contingency plan, if for some reason Fapta can't invuln a buster, we're going to do a content respecting swap. Whoever has aggro is just going to pop all their mitts, and I'll handle the second hit. And then after that, just any tank will provoke, right? And then healers, just be advised if that happens, just to Asuna. I'll try to call it out as necessary, but you want to Asuna the 2 tanks that take damage in that situation. But that should not be. Don't expect that until I actually call for it. You need the marker on me to follow. Yeah, you got it. Safety Dorito. All right. Without any further ado, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Is someone spamming emotes? I have my emote spam text turned off, so whenever people do that, I don't see it. Alright, good luck, have fun, win or lose. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you had fun, got some experience, learned something on this cool Sunday. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Lost action, potions out the gate. No need to rotate it. Just make sure you're with your teammates so they can get your Aether Shield. Alright, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with bleed. Alright. She's gonna she's gonna be right. She's gonna stay right here. Yeah, there she goes. Okay. Murder chest. Let's hope I don't murder the raid all the way up north. Middle row is not safe. What is that? 3 on the left, 2 on the right. I have the picture in my head. North Swing Glow is going to force us into a cardinal direction. We are going north. Back half of this white tile right here. Do not go all the way back. Do not go all the way back. That is not safe. That is not safe. Alright, middle row, 1 to the left. Middle row right here. Or column. This is column. My bad. Alright, there we go. Good job. Okay, let's see. Fapta be a hero and take the first of 3 cleansing slashes here all by themselves. No tank swaps. No tank swaps. No tank swaps. Alright, there we go. And Fopta will continue holding the boss. Alright, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, if you're doing that, help out with the bleed. Okay, we are now going into Super Chest. This is a full downtime mechanic. Hold your burst, hold your burst. Okay, she is going untargetable. Just focus on doing your Super Chest movement here. Find the safe spot, go the other way. Safe spot is up north, we are going south. Wall back not safe. 5's on Charlie, 6's in the corner, 7's on 3. 5's on Charlie, 6's in the corner, 7's on 3. 5's on Charlie, 6's in the back right corner, 7's on Delta. I'm sorry, Delta. I don't know why I say yeah, Delta. 5's on Charlie, 6's in the corner, 7's on Delta. There we go. Sorry about that. Move down the Charlie column. Brain is tired. I don't know why I said that. That's my bad. If you get the big red line, you went too far, you need to go back. Alright. Sorry I didn't say that sooner. Okay, finish it up in the safe spot. If you're gonna die in the safe spot. Yeah, don't auto brain and like follow where everyone else is going here, because this is an individual mechanic. Alright, you can't like follow people for this. That's not gonna work. Okay, reopener with lost actions. That phrase, by the way, I learned that from Izumi Midori. Reopeners with lost actions right here. Alright, stack it up tight. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. This is a big hit. Okay. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Alright, if you are not reflecting, just start scattering out a little bit. If you are reflecting, Sovereignty at 98. 99. Like her now, 100. Queen has 4 buffs, they need to all be dispelled. There's a ball right here on 1. Just pick any orb, whatever's up. Alright. There it is. Get in that bubble. Get in that bubble. Any bubble. Doesn't matter which. Get into any bubble. Alright, good job. Good job. Okay, we're going into Relentless 1. Alright, note the gunner here. Between 3 and 4. This is where you're going to show your whole order of operations. North Swing Glow. Tethers to wind. If you're tethered right now, you will be going to wind, swirly wind, and then gunner mechanic. Okay, here's North Swing Glow. Going to force us into a cardinal direction. Where are we going? We're going to the west. Tethers to wind, non-tethers to sparkly lightning. Point your opening towards the gunner in the corner between 3 and 4. Throw it on the side now. And Fopta is going to attempt to invuln this second buster. I'm assuming you got it. Alright, good. Alright, cool. Good job. Coming up next is Relentless 2. This is a full downtime mechanic. Don't get jebaited into doing your next burst window. She's going away. This is where you guys are going to stack on me. Okay, this is where you're going to stack on me. Okay, so Knight is going to show up, do that like bomb mechanic, that knockback mechanic thing. Hold your burst. Okay, there's the Knight. Where is the Queen? Where's the Queen? Easy pattern. Stack on me right here. Yeah, don't go too close to the wall. Alright. Untethered soldiers at 2 and 1. They're not going to jump. Alright, up here. On this small triangle, this is the only safe spot right here. Excellent. Reopeners here. Lost action, potions, everything you got. Alright, Aether Shield. Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 if you got it. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Okay, she is going untargetable here. Hopefully you got your burst out of the way. If not, hold it, she's going away. Super Chest 2, just like Super Chest 1, find the safe spot, go away. Alright, there it is, we are going south. Back safe. Wall safe. 5's on Alpha, 6 is in the corner, 7's on Delta. 5's on Alpha, 6 is in the corner, 7's on Delta. 5's on Alpha, 6 is in the corner, 7 on Delta. Ace, come over here. There you go. Alright, cool. Hold position. Alright, down the Charlie column. Down the Charlie column, when you run out of dots, stop moving. Big red line, you need to go back. Big red line, you overran, you need to go back. Alright, good job. Finish it up in the safe spot. Alright, healers, take a look with your eyeballs, not with your fingers. Look at your healer LB3 gauge. Once that hits 3 yellow bars, blow it. Okay, get your people off the ground. Can we get a sack on Opie here? Can we get a sack on Opie? Any tank, just get them off the ground if possible. Alright, healer LB3, get your people off the ground. Thank you, Barsoon. We got it. Opie, just get everyone off the ground. Alright, stack it up in front of the boss. On safety Dorito, on 1. Let's go. Okay, Knight is casting Shield Omen. We're gonna find the safe quarter and stay close. Good job, Opie. Thank you. Alright, where is it? Oh, 1 step to the right. Don't go far. Don't go far. 1 step to the right. Okay, normal mode tourist. Disengage. Don't get shot by any of this stuff. Alright. Light curtain now. Light curtain now. Ball lightning in the middle. If you're not reflecting, go away. Alright, everyone in the shell. Everyone who's alive in the shell now. Dispel, dispel, dispel. There's 1 more lightning buff. Dispel, dispel, dispel. Alright, good job. Alright, not even close. Good job. Aether shield. Heavy mitt. Okay, if we happen to see this next mechanic, we're gonna start in the middle tile. Stack it up in the middle tile. This Relentless 4. We're probably not gonna see it, but I'm gonna call this out as if we will. So order of operations, knockback line, hot or cold mechanic, bombs. Okay, you've seen all this stuff before. We're gonna ignore the knockback line. Bombs are tethered. If you're tethered, you will be going to big bomb. You will be. Find your arm's length shirt cast. Arm's length shirt cast now. Tethers to big. Keep moving. Easy pattern. Keep moving. Tethers to big. Non-tethers to small. And we're done. Great. As a great ending to a hard-fought victory. So good job, team. Alright, so I know we've been at it for a while. If you gotta go, thank you for being here. Make sure you have 4 open slots in your inventory to loot this chest, because there's like a lot of stuff that comes from it. So have
if you died right at the end, do you still get to loot the chest?
Yes, sir, you do.
Okay.
Yep. We'll get you off the ground. Like we don't have to conserve like Lost Sack anymore, because there's no more combat after this. So that said, let's Lost Sack or whatever, get people off the ground. And if you gotta go, thank you for being here. But if you can spend like 15 more minutes, 10 more minutes, we got some festivity to do to celebrate our newly cleared folks. So first thing we're gonna do after we get everyone off the ground, we're gonna get a screenshot against the tree in the back. Yeah, don't feel compelled to skip the cutscene or anything, by the way. I'm not asking for that. All right, let's get cool. Okay, yeah, the mount comes from the achievement, not this chest here. All right, so let's go. We you know what? Let's take a picture here around Fopta as well. Let's at least get behind Fopta though. Let's not block off the view here. So everyone form up behind Fopta, behind being towards the tree. All right.
Oh no, I did hear him. Where are you, baby?
Yeah, come on over here. Come on over here if you're not over here with us already. Alright, so I'm gonna take a picture of our achievements. I saw a lot, yeah. So, print screen. I'm gonna put this in victory lap. There we go. Alright, so let me take a look. If there's people doing G-Post stuff, we'll wait for like a minute. Any cameras? Are there no cameras? Oh wait, I see a camera. Okay. So we'll wait a minute. I'm gonna hit my reprisal, and when that's up, we'll be going to the next phase. So after this, not quite yet, but after this, in 50 seconds, we're gonna leave the instance, and then we're going to reconvene at Kraken server Domin Enclave. And the folks who just got their mount, or if this is the first time you cleared with Lego Steppers, we're gonna invite you to wait at the main Aetheryte at Kraken server Domin Enclave. And then those of you who know what's about to happen, yeah. Okay, someone got popped up in for the sacrifice. All right, anyone else doing? We got 16 seconds left, so finish up whatever screenshot stuff you're doing. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and pop out of the instance, and we're gonna meet up. Yeah, thank you for showing. If you gotta go, thank you for being here. But if you could spend 5 more minutes, we're gonna meet up here at Kraken server, Domin Enclave. All right. So those of you who don't know what we're doing here, you go to the main Aetheryte on Kraken server, Domin Enclave. Reclears. Or those of you who know what this is about, go to the place and do the thing. So again, if you don't know what we're doing here, then this is probably a ceremony that we're holding for you. So go to the main Aetheryte at Kraken server Domin Enclave. If there's a reclear for you, go to the place and do the thing. Alright, got a nice turnout here. Let me go check the main Aetheryte. Again, if this is the first time you cleared DRS and you just got your mount, go to the main Aetheryte. Main Aetheryte, not the northern place. Don't worry about that. So first timers, hang out at the main Aetheryte, wait further instructions, reclears, go to the place, do the thing. Alright. Those of you here at the main Aetheryte, mount up on your newly acquired Cerberus mount. You should have pulled that from your achievement window. So if you haven't looted it already, open up your achievement window. It should be the top of your last 5. And go ahead and mount up. Alright, so there's a couple people here. Cool. All right. Anyone else on the way? Oh, they probably just logged out without leaving the alliance. That's fine. Anyone else on the way? Speak now or hold your peace until next time we run DRS.
I'm coming.
Okay. So let us know when you're at the main Aetheryte and we will initiate proceedings.
For a second, I thought I didn't see the mount. I forgot to hit the horn.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. So make sure you mount up at the main Aetheryte. You good? You ready? Or are you still on the way? Okay.
No,
so mount up
here.
On your newly acquired Cerberus mount. Those of you at the main Aetheryte, turn on your RP walk. If you're a keyboard mouse person, that is the division symbol of your numpad / key. Controller folks, just hold down B and RP walk. I'm gonna ask you to RP walk up to the northern enclave. Come on up. No need to rush. Don't run, because if you run, the village NPCs will be like, oh, like what was that? Don't really know. But if you walk, if you gaggle on up here, village NPCs will be like, oh, it's these guys again. They're here every week, ruining the rice field. Alright, here they come, yeah. Alright, and as always, those of us here at the receiving end, we're gonna jump to indicate applause as soon as they pass through the door here. Alright, and here they come. So congratulations to Wolfgar Odinson, Lumbra Umbra, Corpse God. Who is this? Dugan Nash, Palex Offset, Ida Odinson, Suno, Zatanna Thorn, Luftfield. Really? Okay. Yuri Yuzu, Gavlo Ider, Ambrose Sif Nodwin, Zephyr Braveheart, Rory Bloodborne. All right, yeah, bring it in. Dogpile in the middle. Dogpile in the middle. Yeah. Good job, team. All right, that's all I got for today. Enjoy your newly acquired 4-person mount. Thank you guys for coming over and being with us on the Lego Steppers run. Yeah, thank you for being here. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to direct those to general chat in Lego Steppers Discord. But that's all I got today. So hopefully you had fun, and hopefully we'll see you in a future Lego Steppers run. If you know anyone who is interested in running DRS, feel free to send them over here. Okay, we take everyone. All right. And with that, that's all I got. Thank you guys for being here, and raid is adjourned.
Have a good night, everyone.
Cheers.
All right.